Good morning, beautiful people. It's Aisha B here. Welcome to Social Media Trends on the Weekend Show. I'm glad to be back here with you this weekend to share with you more insights as to what is going on social media. This week was particularly very serious. As you know, Nigerians have been going through a lot when it comes to the strike from the labor union and also from the electricity issues we've had because of the strike. So I want to start with today's story with what the federal government has to say during the week about the hard times Nigerians are facing. Federal government basically said that Nigerians need to brace up because difficult decisions lie ahead. There's more coming. The federal government hinted that Nigerians will have to endure more tough times before starting to reap the positive outcomes of the ongoing economic reforms. According to the Minister of Information, Mohammed Idris, President Bola Tinubu's government still needs to make more difficult decisions before Nigeria fully evolves into a growing economy that benefits the citizens and the African continent. Mr. Idris made this known in an article published on the United Kingdom news website, Comment Central, on Thursday, June 6th. He noted that Tinubu has embarked on some reforms his procedures failed to attempt while in office. As you know, there's also been another announcement concerning the Nigerian labor strike. Honestly, guys, we don't even know what's going on right now. As you've seen during our politics segment, there might be just a suspension. They're not gone for good. They're still trying to reach terms with the federal government. Honestly, there's a lot to say more about even the minimum wage as well. The Nigerian workers are not able to eat 3 times a day any longer due to the high prices of food, meals, gas, and so much more due to inflation. Let's look at what some Nigerians had to say about this on social media. We have some comments here from Hey_Silax. He says, if you believe you'll be seeing this news from Canada by then. Look at the likes. There's 100 likes. We have from Dupel Lee 23. She says, can we know our offense? Another comment here from a Nigerian on social media, particularly Twitter and Instagram. We have from Timiye. He says, haven't you done enough with the heartbreak emoji? We have from Moilua 8th. She says, anything we done hard past this one, na slavery. I no get strength to brace anything by me. From Emmanuel NH2, he says, Omo, for this Ninja, I no go die, sir. I go make am here despite this miserable government. That is from him and not from the show, of course. For me, I really don't know how to feel about what's been going on. It's so much taken all at once. We have from a comment here from Bioko. He says, Shay, we never bite more than we can chew like this. From Foxy Big Chris, he says, LOLs, next thing now, now to change Nigerian flag to red, black, red. Interesting. You can see the comments and likes from Nigerians. We are all going through this together, but let's keep in mind safety also is important and also how you treat each other. Now that the federal government is giving us things that we cannot know what's coming next. All right, going on to another serious issue that took place on social media this week. We have a story over by the singer Mohbad. As you know, the late singer Mohbad has honestly been going through a lot. His name has been dragged through the mud, back and forth. We don't really know what's going on right now. If it's not his father speaking about it, it's his wife speaking on some things. Let's find out what really had been said today about Mohbad during the week. Now, it says there's been a new revelation about the autopsy that's been revealed. It says that it seems that it's no longer what they felt happened in the hospital. It says new autopsy results have speculated that Nigerian singer Mohbad Aloba may have died from a possible drug addiction or reaction. According to the report obtained by the Cable on June 6, 2024, there were speculations about a potential drug reaction based on limited post-mortem and toxicology findings. Despite this, the exact cause of the singer's death remains unknown, still months after his demise. According to the report, various samples were taken for toxicology testing, including gastric contents, blood, bone marrow, liver, kidney, and lungs. However, the report and the results did reveal that the presence of the drug diphenhydramine, an antihistamine, but the concentration detected was not fully fatal or lethal. So where does this leave Mohbad and the conversation concerning this singer? Honestly, there's a lot taken for Nigerians because they've been in an uproar since this happened in September 12, 2023, where the Nigerian musician died in Lagos at the age of 27. There were claims that the nurse who administered him gave him the wrong vaccine and was arrested, found to be an unlicensed nurse on 19 September 2023 by the Lagos State Police. More updates on Mohbad's death and autopsy reveal. We want to know what really happened. Nigerians are all in disarray and in an outrage to find out if he's going to get justice at all. Let's look at some comments here from some Nigerians on social media. We have here from, we got some comments here real quick. Let's see what they have to say concerning Mohbad and what was said on Instagram. We have a comment here from Shida Liva. She says, story. From Toby Boyant, she says, new autopsy results after fake results. Drama. The fake results already disqualified every other result, allowed the boy rest. His country, among others, had failed him. From Adeni edition of 1447, he says lies. And from Sri Luxury Collection, make una rest, allow him rest in peace. We don't care anymore. We have our own families and issues. All right, a lot of things happening right now on social media, but let's go into our next story. Let's lift the mood a little bit. Let's become a bit lighter with some of our sensational artists that have made new waves this week. Of course, we mentioned Thames, who brought out her new album's Wickedest. Honestly, stream that right now on Spotify, Apple Music, name it. It is available. It came out yesterday, June 8th. All right, we're looking at Files here with his new EP release, whereby Files has changed his look. I don't know what Files has been creating behind closed doors, but this new EP, which he titled The Feast, he's dropped out his album cover, which is extremely, unique, is a bit different from what we are used to. He has gold all over his body, his hair. Files, what can we say? The rapper is back. The new project marks another milestone in Files' career, who is a consistent artist who has continued to dazzle listeners with a steady supply of great singles and albums. The Feast carries versatility on the EP and excitement that shapes his music and has won him millions of fans. Speaking on the EP, Files said before The Feast is a prequel to an album titled The Feast, and immediately after we finish here, we seamlessly will enter into that chapter. There's more coming up. Ahead of the release, the EP will be dropped next week, where Files has led up with singles like Indicate featuring Flavor and Odmodu Black, who has massed over 5 million streams already. Trust me, guys, these singles are already showing us that Files is coming prepared. Let's look at what some Nigerians had to say online and on Twitter and Instagram. We have here from Omo_Seke. He says, we might pass out even before The Feast. Interesting. From Rukayat_101, saying we miss you is an understatement. Another comment here from Mobagram. He basically says, born with a golden spoon. He's referring to Files, I suppose. We have from Ifeanyi Okondu. He says, looks good. And from Optimistic_IE1, he says, my favorite rapper, I missed you, bro. How many of us can say we miss Files? Can I say that? Maybe not, but I'm looking forward to seeing what he will have down on this EP. We've missed his sound. We miss hearing him on the radios especially. Let's see what's coming up with Files on that. Still on music releases from our sensational artists, we have our ever-legendary D'banj, who has given news to his fans that he has a sequel coming up. Now, come on, this is a bit different for D'banj as he continues to celebrate his 20th anniversary in music. The first single that he has dropped for everyone to see is titled Coco and is written by Olamide. Let's take a look at this short clip to see what to expect from D'banj. Take a look.
Bless you. I must greet her legally. Next if you cheese and the ball of the throw things. They make a know me. Y'all niggas don't know me. Now God bless with it. Now God bless with it, homie. Fine girls wanna want me. Stuff for one hanging collar. Put that right. Come on. I get you right.
The Coco Master, as he's famously called now, has a song titled Coco. It's going to be released, or it has been released already on June 5th. But this particular sequel will be released June 28th. So we still have a few more days or weeks to get down to June 28th. If you noticed yesterday on social media, D'banj threw an actual 20th anniversary party to celebrate his years in music. It's been a fantastic run. You know, one thing about this is that D'banj comes back with different styles. And it's a particular dance to this song called Coco. Let's take a look at some moves as to how we're going to move to this song once it's fully out in June 28th. Take a look at this.
Baby girl, tell me what you want.
All right, that's just a bit of what we were expecting, you know, as D'banj said on Instagram. He says, what does Coco mean to you since '04 and right now in 2024? That is 20 years later. He says, Coco from our upcoming album, out now. Big shout out to my brother Olamide. Oshe, baddest. All right, guys, let's look at some tweets here from Nigerians right before we go as to what they had to say about the album release coming up. We have a comment here from our favorite Nigerians, or what I say from those who actually want to know more about this particular sequel. They have a comment here from there, and it says, let me take a look at this. Here's from Dimiji_Williams. He says, LOL, invite the real ones to come to the dance, to come do the dance. I see a lot of stiff backs. From Habib Hoppings, he says, I knew you never left the scene. You can't imagine how long I have been longing to see this banger from you. Bangali. All right, the last comment we have here to read from our Nigerians, we have from, okay, I'm not able to see that, but we can see the comments here. Let's go to the last one where it says, you always give people their flowers. You are a living legendary.